So for this section, you will learn how to explain the components of advertisements. So why do you advertise in the first place? These are the common objectives of advertisements. So one is to attract attention. So you want something that's going to stand out and make people stop and read it or stop and look at it. Two is to arouse interest. So you want people to not only stop and look at it, you want them to want to find out more about it. Three, to create desire. So not only do you want them to know more about it, you also want them to want whatever it is that you're selling, or want whatever benefits that they will get from what you're selling. So to create desire for any athletic gear or fitness apparel, you need to show people that something that's going to make them want to work out or want to look good while working out. The other is to stimulate action. So that is your end goal, your main goal. You want them to do something. So you are advertising because you want to sell a product, or you want to sell a service, or you want people to come to an event, or you are trying to get a message out there and you want people to act on that. So maybe you're doing an advertisement about voting. So that's relevant since tomorrow is election day. So if you see ads about voting, they want to stimulate action for people to go vote. So these are the objectives of advertisements: to attract attention, to arouse interest, to create desire, and to stimulate action. Okay, so the first component of the advertisement is the headline. And the headline is usually written in bold, big letters that stand out. The headline may be noticed because of its size, but what it says is even more important. So it not only has to stand out because it's bigger and bolder than everything else, it has to stand out by what it says. So look at the headline here. It says breaking news. So you already know what this article is going to be about. Well, you know that it's going to be something juicy because it says breaking news. Here are some of the approaches that businesses use in headlines. So one is to offer something that is new or improved. So maybe the headline will say new, or it might say new and improved, or if it's shoes, the new and improved Adidas, or if it's a tennis racket, the new and improved tennis racket, or something of that sort. Another approach is to solve a problem. So maybe the headline might say having headaches, and that'll let you know that the ad is about something that's going to help you get rid of headaches. So to solve a problem. The other is to make a claim. So sometimes a headline will make a claim about something. So maybe it'll go ahead and state, we can fix your car. To promise a benefit. So I guess the example I just used probably more so goes under that one, but it could also be a claim. But to promise a benefit would say, we have what will make you lose weight, or this will give you energy. So the headline will stand out to you, promising you a benefit. The other approach that advertisers use when they write a headline is to arouse curiosity. So this one is a good example of that. It says breaking news, but it doesn't tell you what the news is or what it's about. You just know that it is something interesting, something serious, or something important. And that's what's going to make you want to read it. So the approaches they use when they make your headlines are offer something that's new and improved, solve a problem, make a claim, promise a benefit, or arouse curiosity. So those are your headlines. All right, the next component of an advertisement is the illustration. So some advertisers use illustrations that appeal to the reader, even though they may have little or no direct relation to the product that's advertised. So they might use photos of babies to appeal to people that like to look at cute babies, or that are parents, pets to people that love certain pets, wildlife to people that love wildlife and nature. So that's one way they use illustration. So they'll put something up there that they know will attract your attention and get you wanting to see what this is all about. Now, another way that they use illustrations is to focus on the product. And they do this in various amount of ways. So one, by having a picture of the product itself. So whatever they're selling, there might be a picture of that up there. Or maybe the product's features. So maybe you will see what this product does, what it offers. You'll see pictures showing that. Maybe it shows a picture of how this product is being used. If it's a bicycle, maybe it's a picture of the wheels and how sturdy they are, and a picture of the handlebars and how neat they look. It might show the product in an appropriate setting. So if it is an advertisement for a basketball, maybe they have a picture of a basketball on a court in a gym. So that's putting the picture in its correct context. So where it belongs, the appropriate setting that you would see this product. Or if it's a kitchen appliance, maybe it's a toaster, then it'll be a picture of a toaster in the kitchen with bread popping out of it. Another example is showing a picture of the product in use. So if it is a bicycle, like I said before, so maybe instead of showing the different parts of it, it is showing a picture of somebody riding the bicycle. If it is a helmet, it is showing somebody with a helmet on that just crashed, but they're okay. The other thing the illustration can show is the benefits of using the product. So maybe it shows a before and after picture. So that would be an example of showing the benefits of buying a product. Or sometimes they use graphs. So right here I have an example of a graph. Sometimes it'll use pictures that show you the numbers, that show you the facts about it. So maybe this is a graph about the people that have bought this product and how it has helped them to increase in something. So those are your illustrations. So you have headlines as part of an advertisement. You have illustrations as part of an advertisement. And you have copy. So there is almost always copy included in an ad, and it is very important. Copy can be written from any angle that is appropriate of the product. A single approach or a combination of approaches can be used to create desire for the product. So just like with the headline, you want to make sure that this copy stands out. And you also want to make sure that this copy appeals to the correct target audience. So if your copy is supposed to be targeted to kids ages 5 to 10, then you want to make sure that you are writing words that 5 to 10-year-olds can read. However, if your copy is supposed to be targeted to people ages 45 to 55, of course you're going to write it differently, or depending on what people are, the copy is going to read differently. So this is an example of copy on an Instagram ad. So you have the picture here. This is what they're advertising, this dress. And then over here, they have the copy. So the copy is just the words. So over here, it has red and bold dress alert, available in medium, large for only $62. To buy, comment, sold, size, color, red and black. And you see in the copy, they have what is called a call to action. A call to action is something you put in your copy that tells the reader what they need to do. So you are putting that if they want to buy it, they need to comment on this picture, sold, and then they need to put the size that they want and the color that they want. So sometimes the call to action calls for you to comment on something. Sometimes it calls for you to share something. Sometimes it calls for you to just get up and go do something. So going back to the vote example, if there's an ad that is telling you the importance of voting, the call to action might say, go vote. And they expect you to do that. Or it might say, take a friend to the polls, and they expect you to do that. Or sometimes there are subscriptions to a website that people want to try to get more and more members, subscribe, or maybe they want more subscribers on their YouTube page. So the call to action might say, subscribe to my page by clicking on this link, or link in the bio. So the copy can be a feature. It can be a claim. It can show comparisons. So maybe it's talking about the difference between one product compared to the product that you are selling. Maybe the copy has the uses. So maybe it is some type of aroma therapy oil, and the copy might say the uses of this particular oil are to, and then it'll list what you can use it for. You can use it to relieve anxiety. You can use it to clear a cold, and it might list the uses of the product or service. Another technique that's used in the copy sometimes is the benefits. So you might list the benefits there. Another use of the copy is a testimonial. Maybe it is a direct quote from somebody that has used this product or this service, and they are telling how it worked for them or how much they loved it. So your copy could be a testimonial. Your copy could also be an endorsement. So maybe this is a celebrity saying how much they love the product, or telling you to go buy this product or this service. All right, so again, we have the headline, the illustration, the copy, and then the identification. So there's no point in having this great ad if people still don't know where to go to buy the product, or get this service done, or where this event is and how to buy the tickets. So businesses use this element of the ad not only to identify themselves and or their products, but also to encourage action. So the identification might include the logo, the name of the company, the address, the telephone number, the hours of operation for that business, if they accept credit cards or not, it might tell you that. Ordering information, so where you need to go to order, how you need to order, and maybe a tagline that they use. So maybe Jack Threads is the company and their tagline is shopping for guys. So that is the last component of an advertisement, identification. So the identification just tells you the who, the what, the where, the why, the when of this ad. So that once they pulled you in and got you interested in whatever it is that they're selling, now you know where to go to get it and how to get it and who this is that's selling it. All right, and in order to put it all together so that it looks nice, you have to have a nice layout. So you put all of those components together, your headline, your illustration, your copy, and your identification. And you figure out where is it going to be on this design and what makes the most sense. So you can start off maybe with sketches, such as over here. So, okay, I'm gonna put my headline up here, my picture here, and my copy here. And over to the side, I'm gonna have my identification. So the logo and the address and website. Or maybe you're gonna have your headline here, your copy here. So it's plenty of ways that you can do it. And once you've planned it, then you have a finished product. So you decided, okay, I'm gonna have my illustration here, my headline here, and my copy here, and my identification here. So in this example, the illustration stands out first, and you see the picture of the glass, and then you see the headline, and then the copy is what you'll read next. It gives you a little more information about what's going on, or so this right here is an example of a comparison, because it's saying it's the only wine subscription service that you can have delivered anywhere. So it's comparing it to other services. And then here is your identification here. It is the website. So now you know where to go to buy the product. All right, so I'm just gonna go backwards. So we had a layout, and what does our layout of our advertisement include? Identification, copy, illustration, and a headline. And why do we advertise? To attract attention, to arouse interest, to create desire, or to stimulate action. If the headline proclaims a new or improved product, the copy should pick up on this theme and talk about the new and improved features of the product. A headline that maybe identifies a problem that can be solved should have copy that tells you how the product will solve the problem. If there are benefits stated in your headline, then it should be addressed in the copy. And it probably is emphasized in the illustration as well. So this is how you piece it all together so that it makes sense. Find an advertisement and identify each of its elements and the way that each of the elements has been used to achieve the objectives of the advertisement. Answer the question, do you think the advertisement is effective? Why or why not? And a reminder that the objectives of an advertisement are to attract attention, arouse interest, create desire, and stimulate action. And the different advertisement elements that are used and play a part in doing that are the headline, the illustration, the copy, and the identification.